town? Riverdale? More like, let's get over this river and get out of here, Dale. Hey you, how's it hanging? Today's episode is sponsored by Dilma. Just kidding, I wish. I thought today was a great day to talk about my thoughts on the show Riverdale. Riverdale is a new show on Netflix, and the characters are inspired by the Archie comic characters. I know they're different. I think they're supposed to be more relatable to like modern day society, but yeah, the show is pretty cool. I've been keeping up with Riverdale, and I know a lot of you have, and it's quite popular, so I thought I'd sit down today and talk about the first 3 episodes and sort of like review the show and tell you my thoughts. So if you want to have like a little interactive type of video, then definitely comment your thoughts below, because I'd like to know what you think on some of these topics that I might talk about. Let's do it. Before I jump into the video, I just want to say that this video is intended to discuss other people's thoughts who are already watching the show, so there are a lot of spoilers. If you don't want to know what's happening in the show, then don't watch this, because I probably will give away a lot. I'm just so bad at containing my excitement, you know? Let's start with the first episode. Good idea. So like, yeah, let's talk about Riverdale. Ooh. Okay, I'll try to calm down. Every episode is started with a narration by Cole Sprouse. We all know that guy, don't we? We start by getting introduced to Riverdale, which is supposedly a small town. And I'm gonna put an emphasis on the word small town, because if you took a shot every time the word town is said in that first narration, you would freaking be drunk before meeting the 1,000 of characters that they introduce you to in the first episode. Nevertheless, you meet all these thousands of characters because it is a small town, you know? So you gotta know who's floating around the town. The first 2 people you meet are Jason and Cheryl Blossom. They're the twins, and they foreshadow the plot of the show because, boom, 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 Jason is murdered, and we need to find out who did it. I guess that's why you need to know all the characters. It's kind of like playing Cluedo. There's only a few options. It's a small freaking town. Get to know the characters so you can figure out who the mystery murderer is. There's a serial killer in the small town, guys, and we need to find out who it is. Is it the Blossoms? Is it the Coopers? There, I've introduced you now to 2 families if you haven't watched the show. You're welcome. A more important discovery than finding out who killed Jason is discovering that Cheryl is a manipulative pain in the butt. She's a pain in the booty, y'all, and a little bit of a psychopath. And you also discover that everyone in this town is so highly strung. Alice Cooper, Josie and the Pussycats, like Geraldine Grundy. Although Geraldine Grundy might just be like super sexually frustrated. I need to take it out on a student? What? Here's the thing. Don't you move to a small town to get away from all the drama? Yeah, you do. Right? Then why the hell is there so much drama in the small town? Why is everyone not relaxed? Like, you know, small town, you can relax. No, everyone is freaking highly as strung. Okay? I don't get it. My tea just splashed me in the freaking face. No thanks, Dilma. No thanks. What is this place? What is this town? Riverdale? More like, let's get over this river and get out of here, Dale. You know. Now I've confused you if you haven't watched the show. Dale isn't a character. Back to what we were saying about them being highly strung. I don't know what they're serving at Pop's chocolate shop, but everyone is silently suffering. And I don't know if it's what they're consuming that is altering their state of mind, but they are suffering and they are severely lacking empathy. But on the plus side, they all seem to have really good skin, so I'll have what they're having. Insert montage of amazing skin. You meet all the main characters, Archie, Jughead, Betty, aka Elizabeth, and Veronica. You also meet Vegas. Vegas is the dog, and arguably the most important character because dog. The only character you don't meet is a town psychologist or counselor. First of all, they would make a lot of money because they'd be like a monopoly in the town. And second of all, there's a lot of issues in this tiny town, and I think it would be highly beneficial and could help them resolve a lot of their issues. Quick spoiler, at the end of this episode, people discover Jason's body, and the whole town gathers at this moment to watch the body be removed from the scene in which it was found. I'm a realistic type of person. Surely people work, and people who aren't related to this should not be there. If I was Veronica, a new person to the town, you would not find me there. I wouldn't show up quickly, they found a body, and be there to watch it be removed. The whole town. Surely he had enemies. Why would the whole town be there? Well, yeah, he had enemies. Someone killed him. But anyway, why would everyone show up? That is just highly unrealistic. Work on your realistic game. Okay, Riverdale? I'm gonna say each character's name and tell you an adjective that I put next to it about how I was left feeling after the first episode. Archie has good intentions. Geraldine Grundy, manipulative, selfish, cow. I said one adjective. So it's Geraldine. Veronica, confident. Polly, who knows? Betty, unable to take a hint. Well, there you have it, folks. Episode 1, done. Let's tackle episode 2. Episode 1 finishes with Betty confessing her love to Archie. They've been friends for a long time, and best friends, and they live next door to each other. They've clearly shared a lot. But Archie has never given Betty the signal that they should jump out of the friend zone together. Let's talk about this for a minute. We've all been the crush, and we've all had someone have a crush on us that we didn't necessarily feel the same way about. But we all know what the signals are. If someone doesn't give you any signals that they like you, they probably don't like you. And you should test it before pouring your freaking heart out to them. Why do we put ourselves in a position to get rejected? It's one thing to be confident and share that you like someone, but it's another thing to like stand there, pour your heart out and be rejected. That's stupid. Especially when the person you have a crush on or have feelings for never gives you a signal other than the fact that you're just friends. He gave her the signs that he wasn't that interested in her or just didn't see her that way. Archie had to apologize for being a bad date. He didn't even want to go to the dance until Veronica basically like pushed him to go. And the way he looked at Veronica the first time when he saw her just clearly showed that he had his attention on other girls. And I just don't see how she didn't see that and why she would open herself up. What do you guys think about this? Because I just think we should be a little bit smarter and not put our hearts out to be hurt. Episode 2, Veronica serves Betty some serious truth bombs about the fact that Archie just doesn't feel the same way about her. And I relate so hard to Veronica in this situation because I feel like I'm the friend who tells you how it is. And sometimes you have to have a friend who's going to be cruel to be kind. Let me tell you something that is worse than being rejected by your crush. Living next door to them and seeing directly into their bedroom window. Now that must really suck. In episode 2, an autopsy was held on Jason's body. So this is the perfect time for them to transition into biology class where they dissect a frog. It's freaking weird. Let's talk about this issue that I have with frog dissection and just schools in general. First of all, why do we have to kill so many innocent animals? So that we can learn about their anatomy and how to dissect them when literally, I can guarantee you, not even 2% of my grade will ever need that type of skill or knowledge in the future. If someone is going to be a doctor or need those skills, they should only have those animals for experimentation when the skill is necessary for that career path. An innocent animal was wasted on me in biology class, and I feel bad about that. We should start protesting that schools need to stop killing innocent animals for our knowledge. Don't we have a problem with people lacking empathy in the world? Maybe we should stop killing animals in school and telling people it's okay to dissect their bodies if we are going to learn nothing about it. Let's stop doing this shit and wasting innocent lives. Who's with me? Hey you. So I've decided to end the video here because the lighting has gotten really bad. I think it's gonna rain. But if you enjoyed this video and you'd like me to make this some sort of series where I talk about my thoughts on all the episodes of Riverdale, then please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see the rest of my thoughts on episode 2 and 3, and I'll see you there. Bye! In this episode, Jason's body is having an autopsy? I'm just gonna have an autopsy. How do you say that? Jason's body getting anyway. I'm so confused. Imagine if I did the rest of the video in this lighting. The Tales of Riverdale.